Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Lumeria Star. Welcome back to my channel. Today what we're going to do is we are going to take a look together at this new deck in my collection. This is the Anxious Goddess Oracle deck. They are cards for making mental health magic. So this is by Jamie Hanley and artwork by Kelly Rose Burgess. So I will say I might be a little bit partial because Jamie is a dear friend of mine, but so I do like extra love what she's created. I haven't opened this deck yet, but the reason I know I love her work is because I already have her Anxious Goddess workbook, and it's just so full of like really, really great information I've already written in it, so I'll keep that private. But this is such a good workbook for people who, number one, kind of like resonate with what she calls the modern moon child, but also anxious and stressed out, which I feel like most of us have been definitely these past couple years. So I've been using her workbook, and a lot of you probably know I'm a mental health coach, and this is kind of my wheelhouse. So I love how she has combined divination and mental health to create mental health magic. So I do have a copy of her deck right here. I haven't even opened it. I've just taken off the plastic. So let's explore this together. So already here we have a beautiful two-piece box that's kind of like the hardcover. It's got a really smooth matte finish with also the thumb hole cutouts, which I appreciate. So let's take a look back here. It says, access the magic of cycles, seasons, the phases of the moon to support your mental health. This oracle deck is your wellness toolkit in a box. Think of it as a personal self-care apothecary. Ooh, I love that. Full of divine guidance about spiritual practices, mindfulness, coping skills, and cyclical living. With beautiful illustrations by Kelly Rose Burgess, this deck is meant to support filling your own cup. Oh, I love it. So this, again, is by Jamie Hanley, a dear friend of mine. I'm so proud of her for creating this, and I'm so excited to take a look at this. I've only seen when she created the kind of like her mock-ups. I haven't physically taken a look at her deck, so I'm so pumped. So this artwork is so pretty. We've got beautiful artwork in here with this crystal ball. Let's take a look. We've got the sun and the moon, which is beautiful, and that looks like the backs. And ooh, I didn't realize we've got the holographic edging, which is such a nice touch. So let's take this plastic off. And I like to get right into the cards, so I think that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll take a look at the guidebook. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. So let's just take a look. This is traditional oracle size cards. We've got our sun and the moon here, which is beautiful. Again, with the holographic edging. And the cardstock is like that nice matte feeling, which I love. I'm just really not a fan of the glossy. So I know these will photograph well. Okay, so let's just take a look. Let's see what we have here. So it looks like we have a title, we have an illustration. It looks like all of these almost have like a mantra. I am fully supported by the universe, and they're numbered. So new moon, beautiful. Waxing crescent, I am in alignment with my intentions. First quarter, I'm manifesting my goals. Waxing gibbous, I attract everything I need. Full moon, I celebrate my journey. I love these little mantras. It's such like a nice quick, like even if you're not looking at the guidebook, a nice quick message where I can almost see me either like pulling a card before I start work for the day. Me personally, with the work I do, I can see me using these in client sessions, which is really awesome, and why I'm excited about this, because I feel like because this is mental health based, it's just easier for me to incorporate with clients who maybe aren't open to like witchy divination type things. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what my clients who are open to it will think. So we've got waning gibbous, I let go of expectation. Third quarter, my past experiences do not define me. Waning crescent. I give thanks to the universe for guidance. So we've got all the moon phases. We've got it's just a phase. Everything is temporary. Isn't that true? Honor the moon phase. We've got all the moon phases here, and it says connect with the energy of the moon. Trust your intuition. We've got 11:11. Follow your internal guidance system. Emotions are my superpower. They show up for a reason. So true. Especially for us who, consider, themselves either a highly sensitive person, empath, just very sensitive. Sometimes it can not feel like a superpower. It can feel like a weakness. So I really like that message. The cycle of change. And then we have locate yourself in the cycle. Oh, okay. So this is definitely more of a mental health component. So we've got stages of pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and relapse. That's going to be really good to have. Cheer yourself on, be your own biggest fan. Love that. Practice gratitude, journal 3 reasons to be grateful. Reality acceptance. Acceptance is the only path forward. I work with acceptance with clients all the time and myself, so that's a great one. Control. Only your actions are within your control. Window of tolerance. Notice your bandwidth. That's so funny. I feel like bandwidth is a word I've been using a lot lately because my personal bandwidth is at capacity. So I feel like I'm at my window of tolerance. So I love that. Thought diffusion. Acknowledge each thought and let it float away. Wise mind. Find middle ground. That's beautiful. I love the flowers like just sprouting from the mind. Introvert and extrovert. Align your needs and actions. Social battery, recharge yourself. And it looks like we've got elements, which is great. Air, notice your breath, feel the breeze on your skin, listen to the wind in the trees, and the affirmation is, I release that which no longer serves me. Fire. Oh, I like how the elements have like little tips you can actually like put to practice. Take a hot shower, cozy up by the fire, light a candle, and the affirmation is I nourish myself, which I have. I've lit my candle here for this video. I don't know if you can see it. I got my little candle here because it is very chilly today. It's definitely in like the low 40s. So I'm all about cozy today. Okay, we've got water. Draw a bath, run your hands under cold water, take a drink of water. I allow my emotions to flow, which we know water symbolizes our emotions. And earth, walk barefoot and focus on your feet. Stop and notice all the nature around you. Pay attention to where you connect to the earth. I am grounded. Earthing and grounding myself is something I've had to do a lot. I tend to get very in my head, especially when I'm working. So that will be a nice reminder for me. Okay, we've got lightness. Identify 3 ways to lighten up. Oh, it's so good. Inspiration. Identify 3 sources of inspiration. These are really great journal prompts too. Receive. Identify 3 ways you can be more receptive. Support. Identify 3 ways you feel supported. Cycles. Notice where you repeat patterns. That's such a good one. Fight or flight. Escalation. Man, I'm really excited to use these with clients because I'm always talking about fight or flight and freeze and being able to get ourselves out of what is the sympathetic nervous system and being able to calm ourselves down to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So I love how I now have cards I can kind of introduce in client sessions. I think this will be so fun. And I don't think these are intimidating, like I said, for people who aren't in like the divination, tarot, witchy world. I think this is a really great bridge between the two. So we have calm connection, trust that you are connected to something greater. Caterpillar, potential. Oh, I like how we're going through all the phases with the butterfly. Chrysalis, introspection. Very like hermit energy, that one. And butterfly, transformation, which to me is that death energy. The seasons, connect with Mother Nature. Looks like we've got the goddess phases. So we've got maiden, new beginnings, mother, full bloom. I love how she included the fourth one, or the third one, or what am I trying to say? The 4 phases instead of 3. So wise woman for release, and crone for rest. Grief, endings are a process. Sacred space, set up, refresh, and spend time soaking up the good vibes. Mindfulness practice, ground yourself using a sacred object. Spiritual practice, connect with something greater. Creative practice, engage in a creative form of self-expression. That's one of my favorite things to do. Being creative is like a way that I, definitely self-care for me, being creative. Beauty ritual, I love that. Honor, nourish, and adorn your body. Beautiful. Self-compassion, give yourself grace. Self-care, fill up your cup or refill your cup. I love this little coffee cup or teacup filled with flowers. Beauty sleep, yes, sleep is sacred. I love these because November, I'm calling my November my Slowember. So I've been like, other than work and like things I have to do, I've been really scaling back and like making sure I'm getting enough sleep and my beauty sleep. So I love how there's a card for that. Boundaries, choose who is not allowed, or choose who is allowed in your orbit. I love that idea of the orbit. Oh, here's another boundaries card. So we have 2 boundaries cards. I'm not saying no to you. I'm saying yes to me. Protect your energy. That's really interesting how there's 2 boundary cards. Apothecary, review the contents of your mental health medicine cabinet. Oh, that's interesting. So what do we have here? Mental health skills, psychotherapy, relaxation, meditation, group therapy, creative outlets. What does that say? Medication, education. I love that idea of the mental health medicine cabinet or mental health apothecary. I'm gonna have to use that in my clients' sessions. We have shadow work. Welcome your shadow self. Communication, speak your truth. Uniqueness, there is no one else on the planet quite like you. Reflect on your evolution for goddess. And healing is not linear. How lovely. And then we've got this title card here with Jamie and Kelly Rose. Really beautiful. So let's take a look at the guidebook, and then I'm going to shuffle and we're going to see, we're going to pull. So let's put this off to the side for a second. So let's take a look. And by the way, this has quite a hefty amount of cards. This was, what did I say? 59, which is a really nice solid oracle deck. I know a lot of oracle decks are like 44, so 59 is a really, really generous number, which I appreciate. Okay, so we've got just kind of copyright info, first edition. We've got our introduction. We've got, so it looks like, okay, the 59 cards are divided by the following. So moon cards, mental health magic, elemental cards, cyclical living cards, introspection. So I love how there's almost like suits, essentially. How to use this deck, card readings and spreads. So we've got 1 card, 3 cards, cycle of change spread, which is cool. We've got like the questions here. And goddess guidance spread, 5-pointed star spread, card meanings. And then, yeah, we have a little message here. So very nice. So let's see here. Okay. And then about the author and artist. Lovely. Okay, so let's shuffle and see what comes through. So I don't know about you all, but like everything just feels very intense lately, very heavy, which is really why I proclaimed November for me to be Slowember, just because I feel like I just need a break and I need to like replenish my reserves and my energy. So I don't know if you all relate. Maybe it's also this holiday season coming up, which tends to be very frantic and high stress. So I'd love for you to take a moment as I'm shuffling. Either think if you have a question in mind or just a, you know, message from the universe for the day. If that's what you want, just be open to it. Take a deep breath. And no, it doesn't matter when you watch this video. It doesn't matter if it's the day I posted or just, you know, whenever it comes across your screen. Feel free to take from this message what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, and I'm feeling called to do 3 cards, and this is kind of like our self-care message of the day, or perhaps our mental health magic message of the day. So what mental health magic do we need today? All right, let's see what we've got. We've got Earth. I did call that out, didn't I? Waxing crescent and full moon. All right, so let's see here. So we've got Earth and we've got 2 moon phases. So what we're in need of here, we're definitely in need of some grounding. I don't know about you all, but like, I feel like I need more grounding as we kind of go into the colder, darker months of the year, just because we're in the house so much and we're like, we have less access to nature. So I've actually made it a point for me to every day on my lunch go out for a walk, even if it's only for a half hour or 15 minutes. So I've been doing that. I went on an hour-long walk today, which was lovely. So I feel like the message here is like, how can you get grounded right now? And how can you get in alignment with your intentions? Like, what are your goals? What are your visions right now? Like, are you making moves? Are you taking action from a place of alignment, or are you misaligned? So that's something to think about. And how can you, while you're working towards your intentions and setting your, you know, getting back into alignment, how can you also celebrate your journey? And I think that's so important, because sometimes I think we get very caught up in I'll be happy when, right? Like, oh, I'll just be happy when I get that raise, or when I start this new business, or when I get the relationship or get married, or whatever it is. All of those things are great and you can work towards them, but it's kind of nothing if we're not celebrating the journey and celebrating the process. So yeah, I think, you know, we're all probably working towards things right now. Align yourself with what you want. Also get grounded. Really get out of your head, get into your body, connect with the earth, connect with nature, and celebrate your journey along the way. I am feeling pulled to pull one more. I really like how these came together. And beauty ritual. Honor, nourish, and adorn your body. So how can we honor ourselves in this process as we celebrate our journey? You know, our body is the vehicle that gets us everywhere. So how can we honor that beautiful body? How can we nourish that beautiful body and wear clothes that feel good and clothes that bring out our personality and our confidence? I want to read what that one says, actually. Okay, so I'm going to read what beauty ritual is here. Take a moment to honor your body's needs and care for your sacred vessel. This can be as simple as a bath, shower, or applying lotion. Push dominant beauty standards aside and align your external expression with your inner self. How do you present your most authentic self? What makes the outside match the inside? So I love how Jamie mentioned that about you know, not worrying about these dominant beauty standards. Like, let's like move them away and figure out like what makes me feel beautiful. What can I do on the outside to really shine my authentic light that's coming from within? So I think that's really beautiful. Let's see here. I might as well just read what every card says, right? Yeah. Okay, so for Earth, we have, it looks like we have like a little journal prompt or like inquiry. How can you be more grounded and centered? Where do you need to ground yourself in reality? And then our moon phases. So waxing crescent is just the intention here. So I am in alignment with my intentions, and then I celebrate my journey. So yeah, that is the message from the Anxious Goddess Oracle. I'm so excited to use this like in my work, in my mental health work with my clients. So if you haven't checked this out, I believe these decks are on Amazon, or you could follow Jamie on Instagram under her name, Jamie Hanley, or she also goes under the Anxious Goddess. And while you're at it, pick up the workbook, because I love this workbook so much. I tend to write in it, like I was writing in it. I'm not going to share because it's private, but it's really, really nice to maybe use these hands in hand. I might even incorporate this myself into like my morning journal practice. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love this reading. I feel like it feels very nourishing and very much exactly what the box says, mental health magic. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on this deck, if it's something you're interested in. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.